Selamat petang, guys. We're not here back on Devil's Den. You guys saw it, right? It's all about Europa League final. And I have someone with me today to co-host. But before that, I need a favor from all of y'all. Just do us a little favor. Help us to like in our page in Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and all platforms. So have to like, subscribe, and follow us. And for today's show, share it out. Hit the comment button. We have great panels here today. And I'm bringing my co-host today. You guys know who, right? She's very famous Bollywood, you know. Asin. Hey, we have Asin in the show today. Hi, Asin. Welcome back.
Hi, Vinod. Hi, nice to see you back on. Nice to see you back on the Devil's Den, though. You'll be missing for some times. Taken MC for too long.
Ayalah, MC too long lah. Aku terpaksa pergi bercuti kejap But it was in good hands, what? You and Dinesh did a fantastic show with the show.
Yeah, thanks to Abandin as well. But anyway, I'm happy to see three of us back also on the show. And we have amazing speakers as well.
What's special tonight?
It's the final. It's the final countdown.
Final countdown for who?
For us.
Oh,
United.
Okay, but before we step in, I think we have some few people backstage that we need to bring in, right?
Yes.
I heard there's a president of a party of anti and pro, right? So I think we bring on the Bang Din. The president is here.
We had to bring up the legendary AM.
No, but anyway, Abandin, you must be happy today, right? Being an anti-Marshall, he's not playing today, right?
Yeah, no comments. No comments.
Regardless, we keep it there. I'm going to throw in Coach Dom. Guys, this is Coach Dom from Jom United. Those who are here, please go and like their page and subscribe too. They do have great content. So, Dom, thanks for accepting invite, man. It's an honor to have you on the show.
I was actually looking for the button how I can come in online immediately. Is it when he was talking about Marcel?
And secondly, I want to tell everyone, this is our pro Marshall president. So we have
I noticed you got the introduction clip. You got the AM9. Oh, that is superb, man. That itself is 10 stars from me, man.
Perfect clip for AM9.
Nice one.
All right. We have Abang Karami here, all the way from Astro Radio. Thanks, Jay, for accepting the invite.
No props. Thanks for having me.
To the show. All hyped up. How are you feeling? It's final.
Pretty pumped, but not putting my hopes too high.
Yeah, that's true.
Playing safe. Last but not least, we have Kao here, newcomer Kao. Thanks for coming to the show, man. He's a diehard United fan.
Thank you for having me, Vinod. Pretty much excited for today's final.
I guess we all are excited for today's final. Why not? It's been some time since we went to final.
Yeah.
And
yes.
It is still a European final where our other counterparts are not in there. So let's have fun. But maybe we are. Karami too is pumped up. Let me ask Kao. Kao, how do you feel? How does it feel to be in the finals?
I actually feel quite confident for today's final. I actually do feel quite confident given the squad and the depth that we have this season. I think we can make it. We just can nick it today.
We can nick it. So we think we can sing and thank the submarine?
I think we can.
Wow, very confident. But are you in line with that?
I think that the boys will perform okay? Because I think Ole Gunnar will do his Alex Ferguson talk and stuff like that. And probably this will mean much more to Ole Gunnar because it will probably be his first trophy as a United manager. And then I'm sure the players, they will go the extra inch because they all play for Ole. There is no doubt. Regardless of the quality of our squad, we got all our midfield, centre back, all this kind of things going on, right? They all play for the manager. That is no doubt. Okay, whether they are good enough or not, that one we wait until later. But I think going in, I think the lads, I think they are all very, very focused. I've seen a few clips of Bruno in the training field, whether you saw the guy went and shoot this, who is the guy, Teles and Fred, they were like joking around and then he like scold them or something like that. Then they all got their serious face on, you see. So I'm expecting the guys all to perform lah. Okay, I mean, end of the day, if touch wood, I mean, if it wouldn't happen, but if somehow flat and we don't make it right, I just want to see them play their hearts out and do their very, very best. That is what I want. What I want. What I want.
Well said, Don. I mean, it's about just giving your best, going 110%, 200%, going all out. And I mean, winning or losing is just matter of game. Every game there's meaning, but it's just about playing all out. But you brought up a good thing that you mentioned that in training, Bruno is going all out. But there's also something that happened in training today. Bailey is reported he could have an injury. So talking about that, I'm going to straight away jump into our first topic here of centre back pairing. Who's going to partner Lindelof? I mean, it's a crucial position. If Bailey does goes off injured again, we are just left with Tuanzebe. Bang Din, what do you think? Who's going to be there?
Put Phil Jones lah. Come on. I mean, the thing is, I don't get it. No, Eric Bailly. I mean, even a glass, you need about maybe 2 throws to break a glass sometimes. But Eric Bailly, I mean, how fragile could his body be? I mean, you see, I don't understand. You have Maguire injured, and then Bailly is being a CC by getting injured before finals of all games. You know, I mean, Tuanzebe alone with Lindelof, I think that's still shaky. Tuanzebe, on the other hand, is, I mean, he's a good defender, but I think he needs somebody strong enough to guide him. Yeah, I mean, matured enough. And then we have Lindelof, of course. Let's not go there. He needs Maguire to guide him. So it's going to be scary. You know, I mean, maybe why not? Even if you don't think about it, Lindelof and Matic, I wouldn't mind that.
Wow.
You know, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that because Tuanzebe had one good game against PSG, and subsequently everything was so after that. So that consistency is something very vital, you know. And today is a cup final. You might not get this every season. So sometimes you have to take the risk. You know, and maybe a defensive formation to cover the very fragile defense. It depends on how fit Bailly is going to be before the game starts today.
Interesting. I mean, Kau, we have a comment here from Kishan. Kishan, thanks for watching the show. Kishan's gone on and said Maguire will play lah.
Dia main FIFA boleh lah.
And he's gone on and said it's just a Mickey Mouse Cup final. Nervous buat apa? Okay. So Kau, what do you think? Do you think that Ole would throw in Maguire? I mean, he's not fit, to be honest. So
I think if he were to put Maguire, it would be at the very, very last minute. But given the circumstances, I wouldn't think that he would want to risk Maguire for the long run, you know. And if he doesn't play Maguire, I think the best pairing for Lindelof would be Tuanzebe, because he's big, he's a bit solid. I understand why he's shaky, because he doesn't get the game time this season that much. And for me, Eric Bailly isn't the same also, isn't that solid as well. So for me right now, the best pairing with Lindelof would be Tuanzebe lah. But interesting topic that was brought up by Bang Din. He would have Matic alongside Lindelof, like what he said just now. I wouldn't doubt that also lah, because Matic is actually good in the air and he's solid on his passing as well. But in the final, I think my final one would be Tuanzebe lah. I would rather have Tuanzebe there, just to have the physical.
I would like to ask you on this. Do you think Ole? Okay, like what Bandin said, right? Yes, it's a great suggestion actually what he did, right? But do you think Ole will risk it or not? Because we know Ole, his first lineups are always predictable. That we know usually who his first lineup will be, right? Because he's a person, like for me, I personally think he think twice before he's taking a risk of changing his normal players and formations, you know. So do you think Ole would have thought about taking a risk such as that, you know, to change different players into the position to fit Maguire absence? And
yes, of course, he would have taken that into consideration lah. I mean, this would be also mind games, you know, just to put the opposition thinking until the last minute, you know, so that they won't have what you call a confirmed lineup for United. But at the same time, it's a final. He could play Maguire also. You know, it's a final game of the season. So just risk it lah. You know what I mean? But on the safe side, I would just think that Tuan Zebi would be a good fit lah, a good start for him.
Mind games. I like how Kau had said. If Ole is playing mind games, I would love to watch it. I mean, Dinesh, you have a comment here from Pua. Thanks for watching a show. Eric Bailey, Nabi Keita, Glass Towers. Basically, yes, we have to stay along.
Even glass towers will take a bit more time or maybe a bit more effort to break.
Okay, I mean, let's just run through the comments very quick. Pua, hello panels, good luck against Villarreal later. Oops, okay.
Delete.
Very obvious. Jealous of win. Not. I think you're jealous, Kishan. You're not in the final,
Jealous? No, Kishan is playing mind games inside himself. Like, okay, I'm going to support England team.
Looking great, hosts and panels. Thank you,
Thanks,
Coach
Captain.
Dom United for joining. Oh, let me come in. There's a comment here. Abang Handsome sudah kembali. Ya, dia sudah kembali. Akhirnya.
Fan club ni.
But we have an interesting comment here from Nicholas Victor Anilka Siwa. That's a very interesting name also. Thanks for watching, Nicholas. I mean, not today. It's now or never time for Villarreal to prove the mental as a La Liga top 6. Gerard Moreno and Paco Alcela will down Man United tonight. Sorry, guys. I mean, what I want to take from this is, how do you guys see? I mean, we have a centre back pairing issue now going to this game. But how do y'all guys see will United take on this game? Because Villarreal will be coming in on all sort out. They need to win to qualify for Europe. They lost their last match against Madrid, so they are out. So do you see the hunger from the United team more, or from Villarreal be coming out more? Dom, what do you think?
I think both. I think equally they have different reasons of winning, like you mentioned. Villarreal, they are looking to qualify for the Champions League, but also Ole Gunner's side, he wants to win this trophy to prove. I think he got a point to prove, and then he want to take it to the next level. You see, because everyone is calling him the PE teacher and whatnot. So maybe this is a start for him, and then knowing him, he's someone who wants to win things. I think I would say United will have more of the the hunger there I would say the players and then knowing, I mean, Ferguson is also on the plane, okay, with the gang, so probably he will just, even his presence himself will be such a lift for the team, you see. So I think that our boys are more hungry for this, and I'm really hoping that they really live up to the expectation of the game.
Okay, I mean, Selena, what about you? How do you think that? I mean, Dom has said that we are still calling Ole, some still call Ole as a PE teacher, but he is going to take on the king of UEL, Unai Emery. I mean, the only thing I think Emery knows how to do well is winning the UEL. The only team that let him down was Arsenal. So he is on course. Do you think that Ole has a game plan there? Or he has,
Yes,
I mean, because we have a comment here from Joshua. So Joshua has mentioned here that Joshua, thanks for watching the show, mate. Let's not focus on the centre back issue. Let's focus on solution, which is score more goals than we allow in. So 4 goals tonight from United, Villarreal can score only 3 maximum. How do you think we should approach this game? How do you think Ole will approach the game?
Yes, I would agree with what Joshua said. Actually, this is also one of the things that came into my mind. We have to go on attacking the game first. We have to score as many goals as we can. Even like if you see the match against Liverpool previously, also the first half we missed a lot of chances. So that's what that we caused the games to loss also as well. So this time I hope that the only first thing comes to their mind is to attack. Then forget about defending. But it's just that the defending is also one of the major problems that we just have to focus on attacking as well. Talking about Ole versus Unai Emery, I think I really would love to see Ole's proving most of the fans who have doubted him throughout the seasons, like this Ole out things and all that. For me, I personally think he has improved a lot this season. There's a lot of things that he has improvised, even though there's some bad decisions and all this made. But of course, being a fan, they want to see a silverware with him, right? So I know this game is as important as for Ole as well, and for Unai as well, of course, no doubt as well. But with the hunger that we have as a United fans, as a United players, as a United manager, I'm sure Ole is going to go with the A games, and he's going to go on with winning. Yeah, but one of the reasons I say is to go attacking. So I'm going for maybe 3-4 goals. It will be good.
Wow. Rami, do you second what Asin just said?
I
Go for it.
agreed, but I agreed on the trying to get more goals, but it's not going to be easy because Villarreal has been defending well. They've been keeping clean sheets in La Liga and in Europa League, especially. Um, if we want to score more goals, I think if Pogba is in the lineup, he should be dominating the game lah. Because Pogba has not been himself since I can't even remember. It's been that long. So if Pogba arrives in the game, then we can get 3 or 4 goals. But if he's not in the game, then it's going to be a long night for our defensive line.
But currently,
Interesting.
I would agree on that because Pogba usually, when come to finals or come to Europe, right, he's in the A games. Definitely will be in the A games. So if Pogba's playing, I'm very sure as well.
But
I
see,
hope so. I hope so.
to disagree there. I don't remember him being in like A game in the last in
Can
I
it's
the
been
World
that
Cup
long. It's
final.
been that long.
Yeah,
last game, yes. I'm talking about finals.
yeah, finals. I say even the World Cup final, he wasn't in his
Oh,
A game. He was
World
Kante.
Cup final. Okay.
Exactly.
So since Karami brought it up about Paul Pogba, I'm going to jump in there straight now. Does Paul Pogba start or does not start?
Who, me?
Yes.
I don't fancy him, but I think he should start. I think Ole needs to keep the trio. I'm Fred, Pogba, and Bruno. That's my opinion lah. Because McTominay is quite solid as well, but I don't think he has the qualities that Pogba has. So if Pogba is in the game, what people say that with one swing of a kick that he can change the game. Pogba can do that. So that
Okay, this time it's not my line, right? Okay, Karami's line. Okay.
Okay.
That part lah.
Carl, what about you? Do you think Pogba should be starting in the final? Because I have a comment here from Sena who's mentioned Pogba must start the day. What you smoking? We don't. I want some. I'm smoking Manchester United, Sena, for your information. And I don't think all Pogba should be starting the final.
Really?
I actually think. Sorry.
Wow.
Carry on.
No.
Yeah.
No, sorry,
Go on.
it's okay.
Carl.
You get it.
What do you think?
No, I think Paul Pogba should start. That from what I've seen from the games that he has started, in the second half of the season, he has been starting at the left wing, if I'm not mistaken, and that is where he has actually been most influential in the recent games. You know, despite him not racking up as many goals or assists, but he has been influential at the left side of the pitch. You know. So when he plays there, and if he plays there today, I think it would be a game changer. I would say because Bruno, him, and Luke Shaw at the left, it would really cause an overload there and open up spaces on the right and even in the middle, and that would be a major, penetrating point for United, in my opinion. So. I think Paul Pogba should start today.
Interesting. Dom, do
Vino,
you?
but I need to know why you say Pogba shouldn't start. I just want to know from your perspective. Maybe all of us could
No,
have seen. Why?
I just feel Pogba is not a player that gives his 100% out. So, I mean, yes, he's skillful. He has the skills, but you can see his structure performance. He is brilliant in moments. I'm not telling you no. So, if given the thought, if I was Ole, I might keep him on the bench. And if he really says that he wants to play, he wants to win, he has that mentality, he's a United player, I might throw him the last 40 minutes. You go and win me a title and come back. You give me your A game. But that is something, haven't seen that Pogba is one of the most creative players. It's just that he's active on the pitch, which is the biggest problem. Dom, what do you think, Dom? Do you feel that Pogba is our key player there that we need to be in the final? Because if Pogba plays, it's a formation that is a bit
Yes.
weird formation that we'll be coming up with.
Yes. Okay, for Pogba, in my opinion, right, it's not about whether he plays or not, it's which position he plays. whether he'll be playing from the left or he'll be playing in the midfield. Okay, with his like you mentioned, he has his moments, you see, but sometimes his moments, one cross will make the difference. One of his long shot will make the difference. Only he can do that kind of stuff. Okay, maybe Bruno can as well. Okay, and then another thing, if you don't start Pogba, then that's the end of our creativity. Okay, no doubt you got Bruno Fernandes, but the opponents all they will just mark Bruno Fernandes. The same thing that last season when we had a very terrible midfield, everyone just marked Pogba. The end. Then we cannot do anything. So when we got two creative outlets, at least it makes it more difficult for the opponent. Is it? So it goes back to where he should play, whether he should start on the left or he should start in the midfield. Okay, if he starts on the left, yes, I think that that you mentioned, Karami mentioned that he haven't really been performing. I think maybe the last 2 games or so, yeah, a bit off. But before that, I think he was pretty good from the left, especially during the Europa League games. He was actually performing pretty good. Okay, but the issue is if he plays on the left, no doubt you can see the synergy between Pogba, Bruno, and Cavani. No doubt about that. Telepathic. Okay, Andy Cole, Dwight York stuff going on. Okay, but on the right, it will affect the position on the right. You see, Ole Gunnar, his favorite boy, it's Rashford. So Rashford will play on the right. And then if Rashford plays on the right, he's not as effective as the right in the right-hand side. So Greenwood will have to sit on the bench, you see. So that is the thing. For me, if he wants to play Pogba on the left, Greenwood must play on the right. And then Rashford comes in when needed, maybe the second half or the last half an hour or whatnot, when we use our pace. The time when the opponents are already tired, then we use our pace to penetrate them. So the question is more to the position he's going to play. If you play in the midfield position, you're going to see a lot of creativity, the passing and whatnot. But I'm just scared of his discipline to hold the ball, to track back. That is a big problem. That is the dilemma for me. But he will play.
That's interesting. I mean, when you mentioned he will play, I'm just going to run through the comments. There seems to be a lot of people that want him to play. But we have one year for Anwali. If I run to that, even the great Sir Alex Ferguson is not prepared for the most dreaded wish. Good evening. Yes, Emery has his most dreaded wish, but he's getting against the most dreaded player too, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the team. Let's see who takes it on. Oh, Poa goes on. Pogba scored the Europa League final and World Cup final as well. He did score.
That's my prediction as well.
He scored, but I do not know about this boy. Like his attitude at times is just
no, but because I understand. Actually everybody have the same concern as well. He's being inconsistent, so that is why some people were still having doubts whether he will go on, he will come up with the A10 or not. We don't really have this in Bruno because even though sometimes Bruno will have off games and all this, but we still have the confidence in him. But in Pogba, a lot of people are having the drop. But trust me, I still think today he's going to go out with an A game. He's going to be one of our top, maybe man of the match or something. Definitely, I'm very sure that he's going to be in the top A game today.
I like your confident Asin. I mean, Rafnish, Sivasundaram, thanks for watching the show, mate. Yes, Pogba must start fit. He's a creative player. It's a good assist. Anwali goes on. Anwali is all the way from Napshot. They also have this their own show back in Singapore. Thanks for watching, guys. Paul Pogba is probably one of the few players in United squad who has played in numerous big finals, and he has been a winning side most time. I think, yes, we can count our players who has played in finals. So, I mean, the winning mentality is something that we need to count on for now. That's very key. Ravinish goes on, yes, Pogba should start first because he's creative player and good assist. We have Nicholas Victor Anelka Sim back here. I do fear when Manchester United can call upon a player of Paul Pogba quality in the second half, where else Villarreal got to play their best 11. Joshua goes on to say Pogba's a show-off. He takes for granted sometimes, but when he feels there's nothing after 90 minutes, but this is the final, Pogba should start. Creative output needed from him and Bruno. Agree. Joshua goes on, he can show off with his medal this time after 90 minutes. We hope he can show it off. Sena comes on, leading to the last few months. Pogba has been a bit of talisman for the team. He will turn up. You will get your money's worth tonight, finally. Yes, it's been long waiting, 80 million. We hope to see it back. But we did not see it earlier. Nicholas goes on to Rashford and Greenwood pace will hurt Villarreal on the break. I think I will keep this comment for later when I come back to the team lineup. But Bang Din, you've been quiet. What do you think, Bang Din?
As much as I'm not a big Pogba fan, but I think in the couple of shows ago, I think Shades of Red, I did mention that in this calendar year, in 2021, for me, Paul Pogba is the top 3 player United have, along with Mason Greenwood and Edison Cavani. You know, he has been a revelation of a player since Mino Raiola opened his big fat mouth about Pogba when I leave. You know, he's a different player after his injury and all that. And for me, it amazes me that people talk about his attitude, because I think he has been quite a pro attitude for the last couple of many months. You know, so if you want to bring Pogba and for the finals, as I said before the show, this is the best motivation the guy needs to be in the final. You know, 90 minutes in make or break. You know, all your hard work for the season, you come to a final of a European Cup like this. I mean, that guy will definitely perform. But again, you must understand this. Paul Pogba is much more needed in the squad because he actually complements Bruno Fernandes a lot. You know, without Pogba, Bruno is going to have his work doubled up. You know, and also I think someone mentioned earlier that Fred in the middle. I have my doubts. You know, because I think if you guys notice for the last many games since the Leicester City loss and the FA Cup,
So
I would say
are we going to play double pivot?
no, please not, please not, please not, please not. You know why?
No, you just said that Bruno Pogba complement Bruno.
Yeah.
But if you want
Yeah.
to play McT, you need Fred. You need to play
No,
Fred.
no,
You need
no, no.
McT.
Let me tell you, I rather have McT alone, because let me tell you, I've seen the last many games since the Leicester City loss in the FA Cup, right? Fred has been giving off the ball like he's the 12th player for the opponent team. He's giving out balls, crazy, stupid passes. You know, physically being dominated. Of course, the passion is there, but I think he has lost a bit of his mojo. But McTominay, on the other hand, yes, he might not be an excellent, gifted, talented player, but I believe being a Manchester boy in the final, I'm sure he will step up tonight. I think you should have McTominay with Bruno and Pogba in the middle, Rashford, Cavani, and Greenwood on top. I mean, that's the best you can do. Personally, I feel.
Interesting take. I mean, I agree, but we'll come back to the midfield in a shortly. But you
Right.
just mentioned about Edison Cavani there. I mean, I guess simultaneously everyone here agree Paul Pogba should start. And I guess the number 9 role also, I assume is Edison Cavani, because our great Frenchman is injured.
Yes,
No,
Great.
he missed the play. He missed the play.
Yes.
I was just thinking, who else are you going to put besides Cavani? Don't bring that particular name in, please.
Oh my
No,
God, we gotta bring this
no,
up. We gotta
but
find out.
you never know. You never know. He might come out and score you the winner. You
You
never
never
know.
know. Maguire might come in and score a header, like how
But
Alisson
then,
did. We wouldn't know.
talking about Edison Cavani, it's Pau Torres versus Edison Cavani. Can Cavani power up Torres, or he will power up Cavani? Kalami, how do you think?
Who will power who?
Torres versus
That's the
Cavani.
question.
You think Cavani has it to take up? Because Torres now is one of the most hot topic player in Europe for now. Even United is trying to sign him to solve our defensive crisis. So this is going to be an audition.
Just for tonight, I really hope Cavani has his numbers now. Because to be honest, I think this matter more to Ole than all the players, because this is Ole's first final. He has been stuck for like 3-4 semi-finals before. So I pray that Cavani does bring his A game and Pau Torres tonight lah.
All right. Dom, what do you think? Does Villarreal defense, are we able to take on Villarreal defense? I mean, their backline, you have Raul Abiral there, and someone who has the pedigree there, and then you have Pau Torres there. And their goalkeeper, very interesting. You got Asenjo and also Ruri fighting for the first position. And they've been keeping quite a decent numbers. Do you think attacking wise we have it? Because our options are quite straightforward when we are taking on this game. We have Cavani. And you mentioned just now that you would want Greenwood to start before Rashford. So you think those two players are sufficient to take on this defensive team?
Actually, another player that you miss out is probably Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw and everyone Basaka, yeah, no crosses going in, but if he brings the ball up and then maybe Greenwood can do some crosses in. The main thing is actually whether we can be clinical or not. That is the thing. And then with Cavani up front, Of course, he's the second fiddle to Martial. But yeah, since we got no Martial, we got Cavani up front. I'm sure he's clinical. The boys gotta be clinical. I don't think it will be a 4-3 kind of game. I think it will be a very, very tight game, and it depends on who take their chances. So even Arsenal, when they played Villarreal, right, I think they actually missed two chances. They hit the tiang, if I'm not mistaken, is it? So I think we can penetrate. We can do it. We can do it. But we have to be clinical. Whatever chance that we have, we got to finish it off. And then the supplies got to come in now, okay? And then for me, if just say Pogba plays on the left and then Greenwood plays on the right, and then you got supply from this maybe Luke Shaw and everyone but Saka plays more higher up. I think we'll do well actually. We can how to say, we can get some goals probably. Not so many, but maybe 1 or 2 we should be fine I guess.
Oh, I mean, Carl, what about you? Who do you think would be the player to watch from Villarreal, basically, for this cup final?
Villarreal. I think the two strikers have been well. But it depends. It really depends on how they are set up for the game. Like
Villarreal usually plays a 4-4-2. So if you're taking both of their strikers, you have a big problem. They have Paco there, Molina there, and Baka from the bench. So that they are quite seasoned players there, but we should be with our defensive pairing. So who do you think will be the player that's going to have the biggest problem?
I think the strikers, because it depends also who gets the first goal. Now, if you look at Villarreal's past few games over the season, they have been playing in a 4-4-2 like you pointed out just now. But their 4-4-2 is very compact and they have been relying on the counter attacks. So if we can get the first goal or the early goal, we can break them first, then their whole dynamics of the game will open. We might be more easy to penetrate Villarreal in that sense. You know what I mean? So it depends on who gets the first goal first. So if United manage to get the first goal, it will be an open game. But if Villarreal gets the first goal, it will be harder for United to break them down. That's what I think. You see? Because their strikers, Villarreal strikers, the two strikers, are very disconnected from their midfield. Because their midfield and their defense line are very close to each other. They have this tendency, I've just read it before the talk now, they have the tendency in their team to double up on the opponent. Means that their defense or their wingers will actually double up with their right back or left back to defend a striker or a winger. Now, in that sense, you might see in the game where there are five defenders or 6 defenders at the back line. So in that sense, they are very disconnected from the front line, you know what I mean? So they will be relying on very much long balls or counter-attacking. So if United were to get that first goal, it will be a very open game from Villarreal as well. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. Very interesting because we cannot concede first goal. I'm going to jump quickly to the comment section because it's been buzzing here. Let's see what we have over here. There are quite a number of things. We have here Dr. Prashant. Thanks for watching, Doctor. David De Gea will show who's the number 1 at Old Trafford today. Wow.
Hendo.
I'm going to throw a quick one here. Who do I ask? Sina, Dean Henderson or David De Gea?
David De Gea, for sure.
That's another one. Dom.
Oh, David De Gea for sure, man. Thumbs up. Doc. Thumbs up to Doc. David De Gea.
Okay. Kishan, Bangden did not saying much. He might down another 3 cans. I think you guys are using that. Tenagosa Bangden way too quiet, way too scary, way too worried. Butterflies car. Kupunya Martial, kupunya Rashford. Chill out, man. Reach the cup. England clean sweep UEFA. Hopefully, we can have a Super Cup between City and
Sena, the thing is Martial not playing. That's why Bande was a bit composed this time. So the moment you see Martial on the lineup, then he'll be like, the debate will go on with a different level.
So we have Dom United here. Pogba to score the winning goal. Dom, I guess you are the one who tweeted that, I assume. We have Zlatan here all the way from Indonesia. Hey mate, thanks for watching. Pogba is a must. If Bruno does not perform, we have Pogba to make a difference. Okay, Pogba has a lot of fans here. Question goes on whom depends if Maguire plays or not. If he does, there's a possibility to play Pogba as a part of double pivot. If not, it will be Fred and McT. Looks like Maguire will not be playing. I know he boarded the ship, but then I don't think so. He'll be starting. Sena goes on and say Anthony Martial is the number 9.
Oh.
Bagli said, Sena, for your information, we're going to have a debate on that between Dom and
Yes.
Can you just leave this comment there? Don't take this away,
Yeah.
please.
Richard Thompson play Cavani is the cup specialist. Play Cavani, you win the cup. Oh, wow. Joshua goes on. Cavani will tap out Torres. Yes.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah. Cavani experience-wise is better. Pau is good, but Cavani is in good form for now. Zlatan, which Pau you're talking about? Pau kacang? Pau apa? Well, Sir Alex already given a master speech to a team. I assume he would have done. We have one from Colin. Greenwood to shine tonight. I mean, there's a lot of eyes on Greenwood. Dr. Prashant goes on to say, yes, Greenwood will score 1. But we have one from Kishan. Keep an eye on Rigores. What do you guys think about him? Do you all think he will cause us trouble? He plays on the left back position, if I'm not mistaken. No, can tap out him. Easy.
he might if our right winger doesn't track back. I don't know.
Our right wing most likely be Rashford. Knowing Ole. I mean, Greenwood. It depends how we start. Let's see how it goes on. There is one to say. Ivan comes out. There's Ivan Vincent. Thanks for watching. Fred must not start.
Precisely, that's what I'm
And
saying.
he said if we lose, have to deactivate Insta and Facebook for a month and watch Euro in true isolation. Ivan, have confidence. Villarreal is an easy pick, easy take. United to easily take this out.
No, but Vinod, again, just to say something. Since we lost to Leipzig and then we came to the Europa League, I believe we have met some good teams like Roma and also AC Milan, So I noticed that United has brought their A games in Europa. Now, of course, they're gonna secure the second place in the Premier League. But I believe in Europa, it's a different United thus far. I mean, with no disrespect to AC Milan, yeah, we won them at the San Siro. Pogba, of course. Roma, it's a different story. It was a massacre. And, even Granada. So all these teams, we had a pretty easy game. And we thought it's going to be a tough nut to crack. So I think United is definitely going to bring their A game in Europa because the run has been consistent. The run has been consistent. We have met the big teams. No disrespect to Villarreal, of course, with UNAI Emery. But again, UNAI Emery can be a specialist in UEL. But this is no Sevilla team anymore. This is Villarreal. So it might not be that easy for UNAI Emery. But I believe United is actually buzzing in confidence, to be honest. They are buzzing in confidence. So I think it looks straightforward for me personally, but again, it depends on the players how they are approaching the game.
But
breakdown.
You mentioned it's looks straightforward. They're buzzing in confidence, but I see there's a lot of nerve lacking between United fans. They're very nervous, so it seems to be contradicting. So why are we nervous? What's the problem with Villarreal is going to cause that?
I think basically we know everyone is actually a bit more worried on our defense because of the Maguire absence, right? So how are we going to tackle how Karami said just now? So right, they're stronger attacking.
Everyone was
that's the funny part. I know.
Everyone was saying Maguire is the biggest liability of United's backline, and now when Maguire is not there, everyone's like, "I want Maguire back." So easy liability.
But I don't remember telling. Did I tell that? Did I? I think I didn't, so don't count me inside this. No, but again, Maguire, the thing is, Maguire, as the season progressed, he became a better player. I mean, more of a rock we had, and I think it's sorely missed right now. But that's the problem because we over-depended on Maguire, and now we are standing in a position where we don't have plan B. We kept Maguire always. We kept in every game. So that was a mistake by the manager. So now we are actually, getting short on our own foot for the decisions made earlier. But all I can say is, if you cannot have a good centre back defending, then you got to pack the midfield, and that's what we have to do. We got to pack the midfield to protect a very fragile defense.
Okay, protect a defense. I mean, Kalami, what about you? What do you think that would be an issue that Ole have to beware or be worried about for this final?
Definitely the back line without Maguire, and like Bandane said, I think now that we have talked about it, maybe Ole would play a double pivot tonight, just maybe, just to give extra coverage for the back line. So it might be Fred and McTominay at the central midfield. Whether Bruno and Bruno will be up front lah behind. I think that's the partnership that Ole is going, and knowing Emery, I think Emery is going to play it safe tonight. Just trying to sit back and get United on the counter, and hopefully United can be their back line. Hopefully they are composed and manage to absorb all the pressure that Villarreal is giving them.
Okay. Dom, what about you? Do you agree what Kalami mentioned? You have some other view on this?
No, I think it's a balance of how to say, protecting our back line, the centre back position pairing, and also a balance of creativity. You play with double pivot, we are not as creative, you see. So actually, for myself and probably a few other Jom United fellas, we kind of agree that the centre back pairing should be Tuanzebe and Bailey. Okay, and this is how I would line up, and then in CDM position, right? I will
Wait,
put
I will come to the lineup in a while, Dom.
Oh,
You
okay.
can keep the lineup.
Spoiler, just a bit of spoiler there, lah. But
Okay.
yeah, but basically it's a balance of defense and to secure our defense and also creativity. So there must be a balance there. So it really depends. And then just bear in mind we got 5 subs if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah,
it kind of
yeah, 5
changed the gameplay a bit. So Ole, regardless whatever that he start, Ole must have the guts to make the correct decision as soon as possible. Don't drag to the 60 minute. Don't drag to the 85 minute to put Donny van der Beek in. Okay, don't do that. We already see too much of that already. So if it's needed, if it's called upon, make the changes.
Dom,
Just do it.
85 is still okay, Dom. He might do 89.
Yeah, that's the
No,
thing.
it's okay to do that if you are leading at 3-1 or 3-0.
Yeah.
So just give everybody a chance to just go in,
Yes.
warm
But
up
if
and all that.
it's needed, I mean those kind of moments where we if just say we concede and whatnot, we gotta chase the goal, right? Do the thing immediately. Don't wait. That is what I would say, lah.
Great, Dom.
Okay.
I would second what you say just now. So because we have seen a lot of games before when the decision making, especially substitution time, and the players, that was one of the factors that actually cost us, on the game. So yeah.
Yeah, because the season is already over, we don't have to worry about any more injuries or fatigue or anything like that. We don't have to worry about the Euros also. Just play the game.
Okay,
Correct.
I mean, that is good. We have a comment from a Liverpool fan here saying, no one can take away United's run in UEL this season. No one. Any hater there is ridiculous and misplaced. Convincingly, they have gone to the final. Hats off to Ole and the team there. Wow, Sina. But let's not, you don't
Nice
forget,
one.
Major respect.
Ole is the one that brought the team from UCL to UEL.
You.
You have to say that.
The only danger Villarreal has Moreno, Parejo, and Couple in the middle will have a hard time. Fortunately, Villarreal lineup is more predictable, so Ole can offset their strength. How do you think so? Because their predictability and they don't have much in the bench, do you think Ole be able to see through and come up with a plan to just nullify and take on the finals straight away? Because their midfield duo, I think the midfield battle here be key. How are we going to paralyze their midfield duo? They are also somehow playing as a double pivot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I really hope so. I really hope that United can go in and just get the job done, but that seems unlikely because given the fact that United has been conceding goals on a regular basis, I think that's where I feel United fans are nervous about this game with United going in with a very bad record in conceding goals. But at the same time, we did come back from losing positions very, very, very much this season. like what I said just now, I mean, let's just hope that we can get the first goal or the early goal, and let's see the dynamics from there. But I really hope that United can just make it easy for them, instead of keeping it to the last minute, like in the 1999 finals or something like that. Let's just go in, keep it easy, get a 2-0 win, and then leave the cup. That's what I think should happen. But I doubt it would be that easy.
Let's hope. We have one from Kishan here. Of course, nervous first final after a few years. I guess Kishan, talking from experience of last year from your side, I assume.
and also this year.
Okay, then Dr. Sena goes on. I'm gonna say it. I approve of Oli's character improvement as the manager of United now compared to before. He's no longer the young punk, arrogant club legend with no humility. He has matured somehow. Wow. It's the final. Dr. Prashant goes on. It's the final. The style is different. There'll be some trepidation. Then goes on. Ole at the wheel. All right. Nicholas is back. I like you, Nicholas. Be careful what you wish for, but from United's perspective, who knows if Tuanzebe plays, he will outshine Lindelof maybe. Oh, we'd love to, Nicholas. We would love to.
He already did. I think that the last couple of games he already did. You can see actually he's carrying the defense now.
Tuanzebe has been a good player, to be honest, but I just feel that he has not been given the confidence by Ole, because as a defender, you need a run of games. You need to start. You cannot come one game because you need to build your communication partnership with your backline. So I guess he is a good prospect. We hope to see him more. Sena goes on with Marshall, I think. Marshall's calls and banged in to change him to banged it in for obvious reason. Sadly, Sena, I don't think so. We're calling. We will keep Marshall for another day. If Maggie does not start, Tuanzebe has to. Please, no cotton ball and doing freeze together. Oh,
Cotton ball. It's basically this Lindelof. Brain freeze is the nickname they give Bailey.
Oh my god, that's what I was thinking sometimes. Okay, who's this? Okay.
Because it's very lembab Lindelof a bit also he fly already. Then brain freeze. The problem with sorry, I just interrupt. The problem with Bailey is not because he's fragile and whatnot, but I think he's screw loose a bit the guy.
No, I mean when you have Lindelof and Bailey, the problem with these two is Bailey is like a no-nonsense type of defender. But Lindelof is a type who wants to play with the ball. So there seems to be no communication between both of them. There is something wrong. But you can see when Maguire and Bailey plays, there's much more better chemistry there. So these two seems to be a lost cause when they play together. We hope it does not happen. Let's see how it goes. And then we have Joshua here, 5 sub. Yes, please, for the love of God, don't make sub during defending a set piece or a corner. Yeah, I don't know what is that. Every time when that happens, something goes on. We have here from Dave B. Thanks for watching. Samuel Chukwueze, I assume how to pronounce him. He's a danger man for Villarreal. But Dave, he's not playing like Dave most of the time. So I guess we might. And then I think he starts on the left because Spider-Man there, jangan risau. Our Spider-Man can take him on anytime, any day, any issue. So guys, what do y'all think would be the lineup basically that we'll be starting on? What would be your lineup, Bang Din?
David De Gea in the goal. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, Luke Shaw,
Okay.
McTominay, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Cavani, Mason Greenwood.
Okay.
But just one more thing. We are the king of comebacks, Let's do a comeback tonight.
No.
Comeback
Tonight no one.
Not tonight lah. Not tonight. Any other games? Yes. Not tonight.
Okay.
Tonight, hoping for a comeback, you forget your bag.
Okay. No. But imagine this. Losing 1-0 at half time, and then second half is all beast mode. That would be amazing. So again, I want these finals. If we win it, let's do it with style. Let's do it with class. Let's do it somewhere. It's like reminds you of 98, 99, how we scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. Let's do something unique, something amazing. So that
final is unique enough. Final.
So let's make it look like the Europa Cup final, outstage or outperform the Champions League final. Let's do something like that. Let's do something. Let's do a Noisy Neighbors We're not that noisy after all, aren't we? Let's see.
You being quiet actually. You being quiet.
You see, to be honest, I'm nervous. I am nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous for the wrong reasons because we don't have Maguire now. That also kind of pisses me off a bit. So let's pray for the best and leave the rest. That's all I can say.
Tom, what about you? What's your lineup?
What I would line up, but not what Ole will line up, because what
What
Ole
you
will
would
line
line
up will be pretty much what Abang Dean just mentioned.
Yeah.
I think, or maybe Rashford on the right. That is what he's going to play. But for me, I would play goalkeeper, of course, David De Gea. Shout out, Doc, David De Gea. Then on the left, Luke Shaw. On the right, Everman Masaka. Pairing, I will go with Tuanzebe and I will go with Bailey. Okay. And then for the midfield position, I would play Matic holding role. I'll play Matic in the holding role with Pogba.
Oh,
Pogba
yes.
number 6. I will do that. But then again, we got to see, because our friend only got 45 minutes his mileage. So be prepared to do whatever. That's why we got to kill it. We got to kill it as soon as possible. Pogba in the midfield. Okay, Bruno Fernandes camp. Then on the left-hand side, we got Rashford. On the right-hand side, we got Greenwood. And then number 9, we got Martial. Cavani.
Okay.
You have to do it.
I can't help it.
Okay, but before I go to Cow here, we are going to throw in a quick competition here. I mean, it's a surprise for all. Okay, to all that watching, we are throwing a score prediction competition for this night. So all you guys need to do is very simple. Just comment what your prediction is going to be, and then share it via FootytalkMy Instagram comments on the show. So you just have to predict it, and then share in your IG and tag us. Okay, so you must follow, and also you guys have to follow us on Instagram and YouTube. And the winners, we will contact you. So that means the first one to post, the earliest one who gets it right, we will contact you guys, and you guys will be getting a replica United jersey.
Vinod, sorry, just to clarify, this is only the predictions of score only, right? Not the scorer, right?
Not scorer, just a score. That means if you're predicting it's going to be 3-1, 0-0, penalties, just hit the comment button here, predict it out, and then hit out on your Instagram, share it over there. Okay, panels, everyone jump in. So we get to the panels prediction shortly. Carl, what would be your lineup like? Do I see anything different from you?
Yes, in the midfield, I would go for a double pivot of McFred. And then on the left wing, I would still go for Pogba. And then Cavani, Bruno, and the number 10. And then on the right, I would prefer Rashford. Rashford in the first half, and maybe second half for Greenwood.
Okay.
Because I think second half would be a time where we will want to break Villarreal. If we were to concede first, we would want to break Villarreal. And Greenwood has been good at doing so, breaking down teams.
Kayu hijau. He will deliver.
Kayu hijau.
Salami, do you support Kayu hijau is the man? Or do you have some other difference lineup with you?
I'll go for Rashford. My lineup will be the same as Cow. I don't think Ole will put Greenwood as the first 11, but he'll definitely come on as a sub, maybe to replace Pogba. Maybe if you are in the lead, I don't know. But all in all, I think I'll agree with Cow.
Okay. Asin, what about you?
Okay, for me, I have this, since this is mine, I know Ole will not follow mine. But anyway, this is my own predictions. I'll start my keeper as David De Gea, of course. And then defense, I'll go on with the 4, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, and Wan-Bissaka. The midfield, this is the one I'm going to put. I'm choosing Pogba and McTominay there. And up, I will put Pogba on the left. Rashford on the left, Bruno. And then Mason on the right. And then up front will be Cavani. Which I think Ole will definitely come back to Rashford being on the right, and Pogba will be playing left and all this. So yeah. Anyway, I just hope it happened, but it's okay. Anyway, like even what Karami said, right? Mason will have to play, but then even the sub is also okay. But we can see Rashford play better on the left rather than on the right. So this is why I prefer this is the lineup.
Okay, interesting. Everyone, those are watching, guys, get your prediction, comment, and let us know. So I'm just going to run through a few here that I can see. Dr. Prashan has gone in with United 3 with a Real 1. Joshua, very confident. United fan, 4-0, clean sheet. I like you, man. Rafnish goes on with a United 3 with a Real 1. Okay. Rashford does not play as well on the right compared to when he plays on the left, yes. But let's see how it goes. So, panel, what is your prediction like? And you guys don't forget to go and also comment. Huh?
But before that, before we know you go on with the prediction score, I want to know your lineup.
My
How
lineup.
can you miss out on this?
Oh, if I were given a choice to line up, would be Dean Henderson, Ellen Wan-Bissaka,
Okay. Okay.
Impulse.
Eric Bailey, Luke Shaw, Matic, McT, Bruno, Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood.
So, you know.
Okay, so guys, let me jump to the predictions from the panels here. We start with Kau. But for the panels,
Oh, that's a long
for the panel just for the show, I'm just going to ask who do you think going to score the goals? So Kau, what is your prediction like?
Sorry, are we score or scorers first?
Score and scorers,
Score and scorers, yeah.
You know, I don't know about you guys, but do you think that it will go to penalties? If it goes to penalties, I think it will be 1-1.
I hope not. I hope
De
not.
Gea cannot do penalties lah.
That's the thing.
I just want to say that De Gea cannot take penalties. No.
That's the thing. I have this weird feeling or nervousness, but I'm afraid that it will go to penalties. You know. But in any event, my final score will be 2-1. Scorers would be Cavani and Bruno.
Okay, 2-1. I like it. Karami, what about you?
I'll go for 2-0 to United, and I'll put my money on our defensive line to perform tonight, even though I do have doubts, but I'll put my money on that. Scorers would be Cavani and Greenwood. Greenwood coming on as a sub.
Dom.
2-0. I think that Cavani and Greenwood, and then assist by Pogba and Bruno. Oh wait, sorry. 2-0. Cavani 1 goal, Bruno penalty 1 goal. We need the
the game. Guys, don't forget, you guys have to go and comment too. Asin, what about you?
For me, I'm predicting United to win 3-1. The scorer for me will be Cavani, and like I said, I don't know. I have this feeling Pogba is really gonna turn up on this game and gonna have a A game. So Pogba is also one of the scorer, and Mason Greenwood.
Okay, 3-1. So I think you have some of the. We have before I go to Bang Din, I'm just going to left up a comment section. Dave has come on and said Villarreal 3, United winning on penalties. Whoa, penalties. I think if penalties, then the fifth sub would work because we need Dean Henderson to come inside.
Henderson. Yes, correct.
Pua, as a Liverpool fan, would love to see United lose. But now I feel they are massive favourite for this one and they should be winning this one 3-1 for me.
Yeah, high five, Pua. Same scoreline.
Dr. Bashan got the same lineup as Asin. Yes, Asin is always Asin.
Asin is always spot on.
Joshua goes on VDB to come in and score the fourth. Okay. Colin goes on 90 minutes, game over. We'll go home marching with the trophy. It should be a 90 minutes game. Bang Din, what do you think?
I think it's going to be 4-1. United win 4-1. I think Cavani on the double, Pogba and Mason Greenwood. Cavani be on the double.
Mason Greenwood.
But again, we won't have a clean sheet, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Question.
One question,
Abandin. So that means who will score the first goal?
Villarreal.
Bingo. Then I agree. 4-1 possible.
because to be honest, right, United against Fulham especially, I noticed when we score the first goal, what happens is we take off the foot off the pedal. Yes. That's how United has been playing all the while. Because they have this thing where, all right, we are leading, so let's play relaxed football. They don't have the seriousness. But then again, as you notice, all the games you're playing away, especially when we're losing 1-0 or whatever not, the beast mode comes out. The seriousness, the aggressiveness, the not want to lose feeling comes back in that. Even though it's a finals, I mean, we have 90 minutes. Let's be honest. That's a long time. All right. So when we are against the wall, it's when we perform the best. United has to go against the wall to win this final. That's the rule of thumb, because United does not have the serious mentality of leading from the start to end. They do not have that. I'm sorry, they do not have that. So we need to get a slap, and then maybe we can get up and we can be straight. So United need a slap. They will get a slap, or it can just be the other way around where Villarreal doesn't turn up. But I think they will definitely turn up. It's a final. Any other bad team will turn up.
Jangan kena slap, lepas tu tak bangun balik lah.
Yang ni penampar maut susah lah. Jadi penampar normal macam ni je okey lah. Penampar maut siap lah United. But I think 4-1 lah. United 4-1.
4-1. Confident. I like your confidence, Bang Din.
Thank you.
Joshua also second seat. Steady, Bang Din. That's the score we want. Go Manchester United. Dave comes in. It's Unai Emery ground. He's the Grand Wizard of Europa League. What's the strategy Oli going to come up with tonight? Dave, Oli doesn't come with any strategy. He just picks and the players goes and play. Now said they be winning it 4-1, 5-0. Europa League is coming back. We are going to the Super Cup. Yes, that is the confidence that we want from the players. I mean, end of the day, it's not about winning it. I mean, winning, we all want them to win, but just give your best in the match. Just go all out with a winning mentality, winning attitude, nothing hold back. Even things goes wrong, I think everyone will be happy with that. Oh, we have a comment here from Daniel Edward. Daniel, thanks for watching. I hope United will win with clean sheet, 3-0. Clean sheet is a big ask. But let's hope we get the clean sheet.
How about your prediction?
5-0.
Wow.
It might happen though.
Yeah, this is exactly like you showed us.
Karame, that's like the first 10 minutes somebody got red card from Villarreal lah.
I honestly think Emery will play it safe, and Villarreal is having a hard time scoring goals. That's the reason why my prediction is that United are having a clean sheet. That's just the only reason.
They just have to. Okay, United for me only have just to start this game. I remember the game against Leeds. How he start. First minutes he went gung ho. He pressed Bielsa's team before Bielsa could even press United.
Yeah.
Villarreal, you just need to go with the same thing. First 10 minutes, press them, get the goal. Then it's all game, because Villarreal, they are not a very flat team. They are a team very rigid. They are very strategically they play. So you cannot get them to go into their rhythm. So you just break their momentum, then they are already all sort of. But you give them to gain their confidence. You start slow, we would have a neck better in the second half. So that's where I see we have the players there, we have all the talents there. They should be an easy cup final for us. So I would hope a 6-2 scoreline or a 5-0 scoreline. I mean, you want to win in style, right? You say United, we are the big boys, we are the big teams.
No, we have to.
But every time when you predict a score like that, right, I'm worried a bit. I personally, I think Bani also have the same side.
No, because to be honest, we have to do this in style. We got to make it a memorable cup final. So let's do it in style. I mean, of course, not lose in style. We got to win in style. We got to teach Spain that they're not the number one country anymore. England is taking over, man.
No, I mean,
so let's make Europe Manchester, lah, bro. Let's make Europe Manchester.
One more thing is that there's a lot of sounds that it's a Mickey Mouse cup or anything. United second. So you want people to hear you back. You want to make a comeback. You want to load the drums. So you come back in big. You don't come back in small.
Yeah.
So if Oli wants to do it, I would say Oli do it big, not do it small. Sina comes out. I think Sina has come out and said that 4-0 to United. A lot of Liverpool fans seems to be having a love for United lately. I like it. 3-0 to United if Lindelof don't play. If he does, it's 3-1. Mr. E, I'm sure Manchester United will get a clean sheet this morning. I hope so. Thanks for watching. He says, hi, Kalami. Who's this Kalami?
I don't know. Maybe a friend of mine. I don't know.
Okay, guys. I mean, It's been a good show. So do you guys have, Tenas, I'm sorry, it's a cup, but it's a Mickey Mouse cup. As all my United fans are wishing me whole week long, it's a Mickey Mouse cup, still a cup, better than Duffy Cup, Conference League. Still a cup. Conference League is another topic we will have for another week. Which they're starting it up soon. That is the Spurs. Hopefully, Spurs can finally win a cup then. So, guys, it's been a great show. 2 o'clock is the game. We hope we get the lineup we want. We hope we get the scoreline we want. Before we end up, those who are watching, please don't forget to hit up your comments on your scorelines and do share it out accordingly. Those winners, we will contact you via IG. Dom, thanks for having
Pleasure.
for having you come here on our show. Any last words before we end the day?
Any last words? Basically, for this one game, to all the United fans, we all got quite a lot of lalang also lah, to be honest lah. Okay, so for this one game, like I said, everybody stick together, regardless McFred or whatever it is, whether you got Bailey or whatever, we support them like they are the best team in the world. Okay, we go in, we be passionate. If we lose, then we talk about it later, but then we go in with 100% positivity and everyone just enjoy the game because our boys, they're going to turn up. They're going to turn up for sure.
I like that confidence.
I
Kau?
agree.
I think I don't know whether you guys realize, but 26th of May is a very significant date for United fans. The last time 26th of May 1999 was the date that we won solidify the treble. So it's a very memorable date for United fans. So I hope today that we can do the same, bring back one trophy to Old Trafford or Manchester lah.
It's a memory date for Ole. Hopefully, he makes a double of it.
Yes.
Kalami, thanks for having you back. You are paling suka aku nak tangkap kau.
Yeah, that's why you're like the most
No,
VIP.
seriously, sorry. With work and all this learning from home stuff, it's really killing me, bro. Sorry, guys.
Good having you. Any last word before we call off for the day?
I think we've covered pretty much, and Coach Dom did say that we just need to support the team. And interesting numbers, interesting fact by Kau, 26 May. I didn't know that. So hopefully Ole can break his duck and get his first silverware for United as a manager.
Yeah, I think today, right, every United fans are more emotional for Ole, I think, because a lot of people have doubted him, with his Ole out things and all that, right? I think siapa makan chili here terasa pedas lah. But yeah, if he really wins the silverware, this is going to be a really
But I need to cut you there. I'm still an Ole out guy, to be honest, because it's a cup that he should win without doubt. And I think it's a benchmark that we should not be. We need to be objective in how we evaluate Ole. He is a club fan favorites. I love him. But end of the day, you need to perform. You need to deliver when it matters the most.
Correct. That's why I said it's a big. Sorry, yeah.
Can I just say one thing? This game, the end of the game, you're going to hear the words, Ole Gunnar has won it. But this time as a manager, but not as a player.
I like that.
He has to.
Doc was the one who came up with this.
He has to. He got to. He needs to.
Yeah.
And he will so.
Yeah, he will so that's why it's all for him. I think it's more emotional for him also as a fan. We also would like to see winning a silverware after so long as well, right? So yeah, it's gonna be emotional day for all of us. That's why I said, like, for us United fans, as much as we are nervous and all this, but we are also pumped up for the finals. That really, I really wish that we can really go and nail it up.
We need to nail it up. There's no doubts about that. Let's hope we get it. Let's have a great final. Guys, have fun. We hope to celebrate tomorrow regardless. Just show and sleep well. Wake up at 3 o'clock. Don't forget. Don't
sleep.
Yeah.
No,
videos.
My shift starts at 5. I don't know. I need to.
It's worried. You'll be getting all the adrenaline from the 5-0, bro. So it's all good.
The adrenaline only lasts till 8 a.m. Then how do I work?
No issues. We will just keep the group buzzing. But to those everyone's watching, thanks for watching, guys. But before we end the show, I just need one last favor from y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for more football fan shows. And those who are here, do catch out on Dome United. That is Coach Dom's platform. They are also on Facebook and YouTube, so they have great shows to go on. Dom, last word for your show.
Just come check us out at Jom United. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan club channel, and then we'll be looking forward to doing more collaborations with you guys as well. And thanks for having us on board.
Thanks, Dom,
Thanks a
for
lot.
having us. Okay,
Thanks,
we
Dom.
not
The
here.
pleasure is us as well.
Yes, we're not here signing off with the whole crew with Bang Din, Asin, Kau, Kalami, and Coach Dom here. Ciao. Keep track on our page. You can got more United show coming up, guys, for season 2. Ciao.
Good night. Good night.